Cafe La Flame. My name, ho, wait. Yours don't too fake. Big dough, big K. Won't play no game. My name, ho, wait. Yours don't too fake. Big dough, big K. Won't play no game. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly today. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly today. Nobody knows all of my pain, that's cause I keep it locked away. Step on the scene, I'm a pirate, nope, I'm a giant, motherfucker try it. Got an issue, cool, I'm vibing. Cover the flame and get beat with the hydrant. Open your eyes, kid, a little wider. I'm robbing them seas like Black China, 1,000 degrees, pure fire. No vaginas round here, real riders. From government cheese to low riders, I'm keeping a G like designer. Taking the lead from behind you, pop out with the thing like reminders. Just scared of the flame, huh? Be honest, he hang with the bees and sea monsters. I said he hang with the bees and sea monsters. My name, ho, wait. Yours don't too fake. Big dough, big K. Won't play no game. My name, ho, wait. Yours don't too fake. Big dough, big K. Won't play no game. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly today. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly. Hey, hey, I'm feeling extra fly today. Nobody knows all of my pain, that's cause I keep it locked away.
What's motherfucking popping? We back in the motherfucking building. It's your boy, RAWASAS, All on the Table podcast, doing what I do, as always, each and every Thursday here for y'all. You know, talking that shit. Today, for all you artists out there, rapper, singer, poet, whatever you do, whatever type of art you got, all of y'all might want to listen up. I got a treat for y'all today. So we always hear people talk from the artist's perspective on what we do, what y'all do, because I don't really do it but so much no more, but y'all still going hard. Y'all grinding, y'all trying to make it. So I got somebody here today that could possibly give y'all some tips on where you're fucking up at and where you might be going right. So if you take a little bit and meet in the middle, you might just be all right. So today I got for y'all Miss Kim IGARTUA. I messed it up. Hold up, I messed it up. I had it, and then I thought about the spelling, and it threw me off. IGARTUA, right? Am I close?
Yes. IGARTUA.
There you go. Miss Kimberly IGARTUA in the building. What's popping? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited about this talk that we're about to have.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear. I love when people are excited. You know what I mean? I love it because that means you're going to actually bring energy. That means you actually want to be here. You ain't just forcing yourself to just talk. When you force yourself to talk, it's never good. People don't understand that. And that's the same thing that happens with people's music. People force themselves to make music, and contrary to popular belief, yes, we can hear that your song is lazy as shit and you force yourself to do it. I'm just saying. So, can you tell us what is your title and what exactly do you do?
My official title is I am the owner of Yims Publishing, which is my own publishing company that I started this year. I work for Midtown Records with some high people. I don't want to name drop. You can go to the website.
We all underground. We don't name drop over here.
You can go onto the website and you can see who I work with. It's right there. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't believe something until, unfortunately, they see it. So you'll see me there and you'll see who I work for.
Usually how I go.
Yes.
Okay. So what exactly do you do?
I help artists get on the radio. I have an artist that I work with currently right now. Her name is NRG Day Moon. And we're slowly growing her to, get on radio. We've done some video shoots. We have gonna put her on some podcasts, but the end goal is to have her on radio. So that's where I come in.
Okay.
Try to make sure everybody has what they need. Sometimes I get artists and they're ready to go on radio. The music is great. Everything is great. It's like having Bruno Mars there. But I have to ask a couple questions. And those questions are the things that, you guys need in order as an artist. You need to make sure things like your song is copyrighted before you're sending it out to people. How many times has an artist said, that was my song, and now, someone else is making millions off of it? You didn't protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. What I've learned in this industry is that, it's very easy to be taken advantage of. And that's why I'm here to try not to be that type of person. I do have compassion. I do, I believe in the artists that I work with. I do this because I love it.
Okay. So one thing you just said is something that I keep telling a lot of people, a lot of artists, but for some reason they're not hearing me. So maybe when you say it, it'll make sense to them, right? You just said getting them ready for the radio. A lot of people automatically assume because I have a song, it could be played on the radio. So what do you mean by getting them ready for the radio?
So like I said, making sure your music is copyrighted, making sure that you have your BMI or ASCAP. When you do that, make sure you have a publisher's and writer's account, not just one, because you can be missing out on money on another. And also make sure that you're ready. I'm going to say this in all honesty. When you deal with me, I am the lighter end of this industry. I am the soft part. And if you can't deal with what I'm asking you to do, you're not going to be ready for what everybody else is asking you to do. At that point, when you're higher up, those people are investing money. You know what? That's their money. They want to see a return, and they're going to be very demanding. Are you going to be ready to not be home for 6 months? Are you going to be ready that when someone tells you you have a deadline, you do it? You don't say, hey, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, the next day. No, if that deadline is not met, then you're not going to have anything. So like I said, if you can't deal with what I'm asking, which is the basics and what I just said, that's the basics of anybody in the industry. You have to have those things, at least your BMI and copyright ready. If not, no one's going to want to even deal with you, because that means that your money is not right, or you're not thinking about your money. You know what I mean? So then for them to invest in you, you're not going to be thinking good about their money. So then they're not going to want to invest in you.
You just said you are the lower end. You are the person, you're the lighthearted. You ain't the one that's like, rah, I get it done right now. You know what I mean? From my perspective, it's funny that you say that, because I say to folks, I need you to send me your song if you want to play it on a podcast in MP3 form. People send me downloads. People send me YouTube links. And then when I say, hey, man, mind you, I don't have to reach back to you and say, hey, I need MP3s only. I could just not say nothing and just leave it at that. A lot of these artists, for some reason, they feel like I could just send you whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. It is what it is. So can you explain to folks, you're hurting yourself more than you helping yourself by not actually listening in this industry when you're doing stuff like that?
You're 100% right. It's funny you said that. I just had an artist, the same thing. Had music, send me the SoundCloud. And I'm like, no, if I don't have the time to look through your SoundCloud, nobody higher than me will have time to look at your SoundCloud. Also, we need the MP3s because we need to download them onto our databases or whatever device we're using, so then we can actually hear it or transfer it. You can't do that on the SoundCloud. And again, nobody has time for that. One thing I do want to say, and I want artists to know, that me and my team, this is like a labor of love. We're not, I know artists are like, we put in money. Yeah, I understand that. I've done it too. I've invested. But we put in our time, which for me is just as much as money. You know what I mean? And that's not understood. So when we're telling you to do something, it's because we're trying to get you to where you want to go to faster and prepare you, like I said, for the above parts, because like I said, they're not going to have time for any of that. They're not going to want to hear that.
Nor are they even going to give a fuck.
Yes. No one's going to want to spend money, you know, on someone that they have to wait. You got to remember you're going to them for, you know, something that you don't have, you know what I mean? You want something from them and they want a quick return. Unfortunately, that's really how this industry is.
Prime example for all of y'all that can remember. And if you don't remember, go look it up. When Diddy did Making a Band, everybody clowned the shit out of them when he made them walk to go get him some cheesecake. But every single one of them could have said, you know what? I'm not going to get this motherfucker no cheesecake. Fuck him. And all of them would have still been in the same spot that they in. Sometimes it's just a matter of just following the fucking rules. It's not that difficult. And sometimes it's going to be, you got to do something outside your element. I know it's easy to say, oh, here, take my SoundCloud. Everybody ain't about to sit here and search through your goddamn SoundCloud. Nor do anybody want to sit here and search through your damn SoundCloud. If I say send the best 3 MP3s you got, that's what you send. You don't send 50 SoundCloud links. Send the best 3 MP3 versions of your song. A lot of these labels, once you send a SoundCloud, they just gonna pretend like they ain't heard from you and leave it at that.
You're right. Your email becomes spam at that point. And even if you send something later on, more than likely, it's not even gonna reach the regular inbox. You got to remember, you have like 10 seconds to impress somebody. There is hundreds of artists out there all trying to do the same thing. You know, you all want the same chance. So what I try to do is give you the best chance and tell you, do A, B, C, and D. And it's not because I think I'm high in my, you know, it's really to help you. You know what I mean? I have other businesses. I have other artists, you know, I could be doing things with, but I want everybody to have a chance because I see how hard it is in this industry. It really sucks. I'm a photographer. I can take pictures anywhere. You know what I mean? I can always have some type of income. For an artist, you guys don't have that. So when someone like me is telling you what to do to help you get to a higher place, please listen. It's not, you know, a power trip. It's just say, hey, this is what you got to do. So if you really want it, you're going to do this. And I'll be honest with you, I've dealt with some artists, they do it. And then some won't hit me back. And it's like, okay, no worries, you know?
It is what it is. Fuck them. That's on them. That's their loss. That's how I see it. Fuck them. Like, I'm to the point now where, like, me, myself, and I'm not about to sit here and say I'm this big fucking dude. I ain't got the greatest podcast in the land. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you can't do the small things that I say, and I might reach back out 2-3 times. They're not gonna reach back out 2-3 times. They just gonna say, man, listen, who's next? Call
You're right.
And you on your own at that point. So something else you said they might have music that's ready for the radio. What do you mean by that? I don't think a lot of people understand exactly what that means.
So no offense to anyone, because I've been
no, fuck that. Offense to all y'all
that has been done in your bedroom. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you go and get it mixed and mastered, you have to make sure that it is clean. There's no static. It has to be at a professional level. The last thing, that's why the MP3 is so important. That's where your music's at. And then you also have to make sure when you're mixing that it sounds the same on every platform. I listen to it in the radio, on my phone, to make sure, because I'll be very honest with you. I'm not about to take something that is not of quality to my boss. You know, that's an embarrassment. And you guys have to put in, and I know it sucks because here we go with the money talk, but sometimes you get what you pay for. I hate to say it. Everybody on Fiverr is not a producer, is not, you know, even any of the smaller places. And I'm not discrediting anybody, but just make sure when you send your music to be on the radio, it has to be of that quality. There is a caliber that it has to be at. It just can't be something you did on your iPhone, or, you know what I mean? It won't be accepted.
I've had people send me music and I'm like, bro, why would you even send me this? Like, why? Like, I get it. You wanted to do a song. You was inspired. You had to get this song done. But you can't expect people to want to play it when it sounds like that. Like, that
Yes.
sounds bad. Like, so now not only do you sound bad, I sound bad for playing it.
Yes. Yes, you're 100% right. And, also, like I said, because you brought up a really good point when you said, it was way back, make sure that you're sending us your best songs. Here's a suggestion for that. When you are sending people music, do a focus group. Do people that you don't know. You know what I mean? Not your girlfriend, not your mom, not people.
Hold on. Time out, ref. So you mean to tell me I can't play a song for my girl and my homies, and that's not good enough?
I'm telling you that you can, but I'm telling you that if you want a real opinion, hire people that you don't know.
Facts.
Okay. Even myself, sometimes I have a favor over something that, you know what I mean? Because I have a personal connection there. The connections that you'll have in this industry are not going to be personal. You know what I mean? They're not going to hesitate to tell you that's garbage. Go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? So I think, if you had a focus group of people you didn't know, that would kind of help you already. You be a step ahead. You know what I mean? So
it's funny. I've had people play their songs for me, and I'm like, man, that joint don't sound good, bro. Oh man, why you hating? I'm like, I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm trying to help you. I'm just trying to be real with you. I would rather tell you now that the song is not good. The lyrics could be on point, but the quality could be horrible. The quality could be perfect, but everything else about the song is horrible. I'm just being honest with you. That's not me hating on you. That's me trying to help you. Your homies, your girl, your boyfriend, whoever, they gonna be like, oh yeah, that shit fire. Because they don't want to hurt your feelings. You gotta get your feelings hurt when you want to do this. There's no artist that has never had their feelings hurt at least once. None. That's how they got better.
You're right. And my artist, NRG Day Moon, she is the one that's actually said that, that is something that she's actually done it herself. You know what I mean? So I took her advice, and now going forward, we'll tell people you should have, that, in place, because like you said, everybody that likes you is going to say, yeah, that's great, because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but you do need people to hurt your feelings. Unfortunately, it's a reality check. You know what I mean? Sometimes, unfortunately, guys, your egos get super big, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have one. Please do. I think you should always think that you're the best, but also there should always be a reality check. Balance.
Big facts. A lot of y'all don't. It's a lot of artists that don't get that, man. And y'all wonder why y'all can't get on the radio. She's breaking it down for y'all. She's giving y'all some jewels. Y'all might want to listen. So let me ask you this: when you looking for an artist, does it matter who that artist is? Do you have to really pay attention to that artist, or can any artist just come to you and say, "Hey, I want you to manage me"?
We look for certain things. And when I say we, I have an assistant. So she filters out a lot of the stuff for me. She's amazing. But there are some criterias. One, again, you got to send me MP3s. I'm not doing anything else. We're not even gonna, it's done. MP3 or not, it's gonna go in the trash. We ask for social medias. We like to see what you've done. We like, the biggest part for me, because people always think, social media, my numbers got to be high, this and that. No. The biggest point for me is to see what you've done. Yes, I bring a lot to the table, but I want an artist that looks for opportunities themselves. You know what I mean? And doesn't become fully dependent on me, because, I got to see that you've at least tried something, you know what I mean? And still have some personal drive. I can't do everything. You know what I mean? I admire an artist that may not know how to do something, but says, hey, Kim, look, I found this out. Can you research it for me? I don't know how to go about it, but they're still looking, you know what I mean? They're still venturing out. There's still that hunger there in a fact, and as an artist, you can't solely depend on somebody. This is your business. This is your baby. No one's going to treat it better than you. not even me, if you think I was the best manager in the world, you know what I mean? You have to make sure that you continue to do stuff. Like I said, that's the biggest thing I look for. If I don't see that, then I usually kind of be like, I don't want to mess with them, because then they're going to slack in other levels that I need them to. When I ask for a deadline, when I, ask for certain things to be done, if they haven't done that beforehand, then they're probably not going to do it with me.
So basically, you ain't picking up no lazy ass artists.
No, you can't be lazy in this. I mean, unless, you have you inherited $1 million.
Hold on. I need you to say that one more time for me. You can't be, say that one more time.
You can't be lazy.
Hold on. Say it one more time, just a little bit louder.
You cannot be lazy in this industry.
Listen, y'all better hear, if y'all ain't hear what she said it 3 times for a reason. A lot of y'all lazy as shit. And I see, if you don't see it, other people see it.
They are.
I say to people, I've asked the person, they pumping all this music. I said, hey man, how many videos you did? Oh man, I ain't got time for no videos. I said, well, why not? People want to see you. Oh man, fuck that, man. I ain't got time for that. But you keep uploading your songs on YouTube. Why not just do a video? Why not do something to show some effort? Show people that, oh shit, I'm really here. Secondly, when you're doing your music, put some effort in your song. Don't just think, oh, I'm gonna try to do a song that sounds like everybody else, but it don't necessarily sound like everybody else. It just sounds lazy. It just sounds like you trying hard to fit in versus stand out.
Yes, I'm gonna chime in on that. Because as I told my artist, she has a very unique look, and be yourself. You want to know why? Because it's going to be the most authentic person. It's going to come off the most authentic. When you are rapping or talking about stuff that has nothing to do with you, it shows. It 100% shows. If that is the case, be a writer, be a songwriter. You know what I mean? There's a lane for that. But like
actually a big lane for that nowadays.
Yes, but stay true to yourself. Don't change because you don't feel that someone's gonna not like you. Look, Marilyn Manson had millions of people. Kiss had millions of, people. They made millions of dollars. They just found their niche and they went with it. They were still true to themselves. And that's why I think they are so successful.
I think everybody trying so hard to fit in that they scared to stand out.
Yes, I agree. Everybody is now a Meg, you know what I mean, a Cardi. And no, again, some of you are great at it, yes, but some of you, that is not your lane.